This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Men charged for murder of Natalie Dawson remanded. The two men charged for the murder of Clarendon teacher Natalie Dawson were remanded when they appeared in the Clarendon Parish Court today. They are to return to court on June 14. Charged are 20-year-old Eladio Goldburn of Sandy Bay District and a 19-year-old Mario Headley of Palmer's Cross District, both in Clarendon. The men are charged with murder, abduction, burglary, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and assault with intent to rape. Dawkins, a grade 3 teacher at the Four Paths Primary and Junior High School, was reported missing on Tuesday, March 30. Her decomposed remains were found in a shallow grave in Sandy Bay on Thursday, April 8. Homemade shotgun seized in St. James, man facing lottery scamming charges. The police are reporting that cops in St. James have seized an illegal firearm along with ammunition and arrested and charged a man with breaches of the lottery scamming law. Charged is 19-year-old Keanu Dixon of Portobello District in the parish. The seizure was made in Farm Hill, St. James on Wednesday. The police report that about 7 a.m., an intelligence-driven operation was carried out in the area and the team searched the house occupied by Dixon, where lottery scamming paraphernalia were reportedly found. The police say during the search of the yard, a homemade shotgun with 4 12-gauge cartridges was found buried at the fence line. Dixon was subsequently charged with the breaches of the Law Reform Act. Investigations relating to the seizure of the firearm are ongoing. The police say the most recent recovery brings the tally of firearms seized in St. James to 58 and ammunition to approximately 1,300 since the start of the year. Woman set on fire by spouse in Hanover to be airlifted to the U.S. today. Arrangements are being made to airlift Nicola Clark to the U.S. on Thursday for treatment for severe burns she received after being doused with gasoline and set on fire in Great River, Hanover 2 weeks ago. Ms. Clark is currently being treated at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James. However, the hospital does not have a burn unit. A Help Save Nicola GoFundMe page was established for members of the public to assist. Ms. Clark was allegedly injured by her common-law husband during an argument at her shop earlier this month. He was arrested on Saturday at the Savannah Lamar Hospital while being treated for injuries he received during the attack. 2 dead, 2 injured in Gordontown shooting. The police have confirmed that 2 people are dead and 2 others nursing injuries after several men armed with guns fired at people standing near a food stall around 6 p.m. in Gordontown, St. Andrew on Tuesday. Dead are 27-year-old Raymond Palmer and 30-year-old Demoy Foster, both from Gordontown. The injured men were taken to the University Hospital of the West Indies for treatment. A group of persons were gathered at a location in Gordontown at a little stall when several men came on foot and opened fire on them. At the end of the shooting, 4 persons received injuries and 2 died. The injured 2 have been treated. This matter is currently being investigated by detectives from the Major Investigation Division in collaboration with St. Andrew North Detectives. Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay told the news. In an attempt to satisfy the fear of residents in the area who are worried that there could be further attacks, Lindsay said that based on preliminary investigation, the attackers had a specific target in mind. She added that the police are aware that a reprisal attack is a possibility and they were looking at all possible ways to protect the residents. Once something happens like a murder or shooting of a particular individual, they know that they would have to anticipate that there will be some kind of possible reprisal because of the persons who are affiliated to the victim and the influence the victim holds in the community, Lindsay stated. She added, for the most part, the police who work in the communities know the individuals in the community. They know those who are involved in gangs. They know those who are affiliated to gangsters. They pretty much have a good local knowledge of the community. I think they knew who they were after. Based on what the investigators learned, they had a target. They weren't just going around shooting people in a shop. They had a target, Lindsay said. At the same time, she said it was too early in the investigations to confirm if the shootings were gang-related. Jamaica has recorded 527 murders up to May 22, but Lindsay said security forces are committed to reducing violence throughout the country by apprehending persons, charging them and putting them before the court. In addition, she said, while it is unacceptable that the country continues to record a high number of crimes annually, the level of murders have been consistently high for the past 20 years, and there is no significant change in comparison to last year. 2 men killed, others injured in drive-by shooting in Waterhouse. Police investigators are at the scene of a crime on Balcombe Drive in Waterhouse, St. Andrew, where a number of people were shot in a drive-by shooting this afternoon. Police on the scene have confirmed that 2 men were fatally shot, while another was rushed to the hospital with gunshot wounds. However, residents are claiming that at least 8 people were shot in an area where people regularly met to play dominoes and other games. Investigations are ongoing. Taxi operators upset following announcement of no fare increase. Taxi operators are upset following Wednesday's announcement by Transport Minister Robert Montague that they will not be granted a fare increase. Some taxi groups held virtual meetings Wednesday night to discuss the matter. There was reportedly consensus that the operators should continue their demand for a new fare table. Lambert Campbell, president of the Rural Taxi Association in Buff Bay, Portland, told the news that the operators will be seeking a meeting with the transport minister as operators have received nothing for the past 8.5 years. Mr. Campbell said the taxi operators will be insisting on a 50% fare hike. During his contribution to the sectorial debate, the transport minister said, with many Jamaicans facing hard times since the COVID-19 pandemic and operators failing to improve service, a fare adjustment cannot be considered at this time. Policeman pleads guilty to charges for staging illegal party. A police constable on Wednesday pleaded guilty to breaching the Public Health Act when he appeared in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court. Christopher Brown, who is assigned to the St. Elizabeth Police Division, was charged last November for staging an event in breach of the Disaster Risk Management Act. Mr. Brown is scheduled to be sentenced on June 9. It was reported that members of the St. Elizabeth Police found a party in progress in the community of Round Hill. Enquiries were made and it was discovered that the constable was responsible for staging the event. The party was shut down and the policeman warned for prosecution. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.